Hello, 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 hello. This is a test. Can you hear me? If you can, what we're going to be talking about in today's stream is just going to be the weather. Let me make sure my stream's working first. Hang on. It is. My stream is working. So, again, no camera this time because I don't know what's wrong. When I live stream with screen recorder, my camera just does not work well. It just really lags. But I'm going to be talking about the weather. What's been going on? So first off, we do have Hurricane Zeta is making landfall on Louisiana coast. And by the way, type your comments in the comment section if you have any weather questions. So I can answer them during the live stream. And so yeah, Hurricane Zeta is making impacts on Louisiana. Expected to be a Category 1 hurricane. Maybe Category 2 at times, but thankfully it's only Category 1 if it makes landfall on Louisiana. And back to the ice storm in Oklahoma. Freezing temperatures, ice storm, trees falling down. We've had tree damage across lots of parts of Oklahoma during past few days here. Yesterday was really bad. We did not actually lose power. There was a lot of people in our town that has lost power, but like thankfully we didn't. We actually just had a power flash, just a little bit of a power flash. So we did not lose power. We had flickering, so we did not actually lose power completely either. We just had some flickering of lights. Some things went out, some things didn't. So we almost did, but we didn't. But some people are still completely out right at this moment. So we are thankful that we are not out of power yet. So let's go ahead and answer your questions. So if you have any questions, don't forget to comment down below in the comment section. Again, this stream is not really, I don't really expect anyone to come. This is my first live stream. I don't even have a camera on, but what I do, I just testing the stream, make sure it works, and it's actually working. It's a good thing. But this, if I live stream, just expect this. I don't just expect talking coverage because it's really laggy. Trust me. It'd be really hard to see what I was talking about if I actually used my screen recorder for this. But yeah. So any weather questions in? So let's go ahead and get the rundown of weather right now while we're at it. So again, actually it's raining pretty hard in my area right now. So yeah, we do, again, Hurricane Zeta making impacts. So why don't we get information about Zeta? Where is Oklahoma weather today? The weather in Oklahoma today is rainy. We're gonna see, again, winter weather in Oklahoma is going to improve. Its temperature is actually above freezing now. The trees are kind of getting back in their regular positions, but there's this one tree in our neighborhood that's just completely fallen down. The branches have fallen off. So some people still cleaning up. Our tree had branches that fall off, but we're lucky that we haven't had as much worse as other people's. But yeah, where is the area? It's in the southern part of the United States, just above Texas. But yeah, that is the rundown on weather. Let's go ahead and get to the Hurricane Zeta. Again, any other questions, comment that in the live chat, so we can answer your questions. Zeta, it's expected to make impacts on Louisiana. We're expecting Category 1 impacts, maybe Category 2 on the extreme southern parts of Louisiana, otherwise Category 1. Again, expected to make landfall on the actual state of Louisiana around 3:30 p.m. today. Expected to make impacts on New Orleans, exact track is going straight towards New Orleans at about 3:30 p.m. Those times are in Central Time today. So that is your timing there. That's actually, yeah, that is your exact timing. It is kind of gaining intensity. It's not going to be strong. I'm not saying Category 1 is not strong. Definitely don't say that. But it is expected to make impacts on Louisiana as we get closer. And again, if you're just joining here, I do not have a webcam because it would just be really laggy. I don't know why, but my screen recorder cannot record a live stream. It'd just be really laggy. You wouldn't be able to know what I'm talking about because it just freeze. So, but yeah. And that is the current rundown on Zeta. Again, back to the winter weather. It is starting to calm down now, kind of getting into the aftermath, but still, it's above freezing, which is good. So, yeah, that's the current rundown on weather right now. Again, still wildfires, extreme heat in the west. Good thing Colorado did get snow and rain to help the fires there. That's a good thing. So, yeah, that's the current rundown on weather. So, again, I'll answer your questions in the comments. Let's talk about some other stuff that's going on. Look at this. We got hurricane warnings, winter storm warnings, of course. I thought I saw a tornado warning. I might have been just seeing things, yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't see tornadoes. Let's actually look at the tornado risk for Zeta today. So let's go to severe weather and look at, again, they see only a slight risk for today. And again, Zeta actually might bring impacts on the panhandle of Florida, in some of extreme eastern Louisiana near New Orleans again. But again, it's expected to make a little of a eastern turn as it makes landfall in Louisiana and maybe going towards Alabama, Georgia. Some of the models say different. But the GFS model is saying it's going to go Louisiana, Mississippi, then Alabama, not really go on the Florida Panhandle, but most of the other models do. Again, watch my last video. I did give an update on all the spaghetti models if you want to see that. So that's the convective outlook for today. Freeze warning does continue for Oklahoma. Winter storm warnings for the Oklahoma-Texas Panhandle, and winter storm warnings also for western New Mexico. And we don't have any red flag warnings, which is good. Flood alerts, hurricane warnings for the southern coast. Where is Louisiana? Oh, it's south. It's kind of, if you live in Arkansas, it's right below Arkansas. It borders Texas. It's on the Gulf Coast, so it's normal for hurricanes. It's got a lot of hurricanes in the United States. Yeah. So yeah, that's where it is. And the hurricane expected to get the southern part of Louisiana, New Orleans, so southwest. And not just Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida Panhandle, all those are expected to get impacts by it. And yeah, I'm live streaming. Expect me to live stream like this. I do wish I had my webcam, but I like talking coverage because I can just talk to you and give information that you ask. So yeah, so why don't we go ahead, take a look here, because winter is here. We're getting lots of cold weather, and usually the Atlantic hurricane season would still be active. It usually calms down near November 30th. That's the last day. So usually that's when it calms down. So, but that doesn't mean you won't still have hurricanes. Because let me just tell you, that doesn't mean that hurricanes are gone and tropical storms are gone. Definitely can still see a lot of tropical storms during that time. Not today. This Atlantic hurricane season has been so active. It's just been really, really active. So yeah, we've had so many storms. But I don't actually go through the history of how many storms we've had in the Atlantic hurricane season. So Atlantic hurricane season storms, it's been so active. We've had, let me see if I can name them. Delta, we've just had Laura. We've had Cristobal. Those are all some of the big ones. I'm looking it up right now. There's so many. I have made videos on them, and I don't even remember them. Some of them. Like, I do remember them, but then it takes a minute for me to be like, oh yeah, that one. Even though I made a video on it. So we've had Cindy, Katie. I think that is 2017. I knew that because, okay, Arthur, Hannah, I remember that one from a long time ago. Bertha, that was a while ago too. Faye, Isaiah, Dolly, Edard, Arthur, Gonzalo. I remember all of those. Here's another one, Josephine, Gonzalo, I just said that. Kyle, Cristobal. Yeah, Cristobal looks like, Cristobal went straight the same area as Louisiana, in Louisiana as Zeta's gonna do. And we're already at Z. Can you believe that? Zeta. Z. We've had so many storms. Yeah, why don't we take it back to 2017? Looks like that was really active too. That was before I even made weather content on here. This is before I made this channel. Tropical Storm, Philippi, Franklin, Nate, Harvey. I remember Harvey. I just do remember that. That was a long time ago, but I do remember that actually because I have a friend that lives near the Houston area, and he had flooding. He had to get a boat. Luckily, they're safe today, but I do remember that actually. Just in my memory, I do remember that. Harvey was a big storm, and talk about big. Katrina was one of the biggest ones we've had in history. Yeah. So, any other requests? We can look at history of weather. It's really cool. Yeah, in my school, by the way, we may not get a lot of viewers because they're at work or school. My school's out because of the widespread power outages. And Oklahoma City public schools in that area, like all of the local metro schools everywhere are closed. So widespread power outages are happening. Looks like we have 4 viewers now. So guys, again, you guys want to comment anything in the comments, I will talk about it of weather. Again, I don't have my webcam because it would just be really laggy. But again, we were just going through all of the Atlantic hurricane storms. So yeah, winter weather continues, and again, Hurricane Zeta is going to make impacts on the Gulf Coast. So yeah, comment down below. But yeah, that's what's going on. So why don't I give another rundown just for the people that just joined. Again, winter weather, trees have fallen down. We've had power outages. And what's going on in the tropics, we have, again, I just said this, Hurricane Zeta is making landfall. We've had so much hurricanes this season. We've had Zeta, which is just now Laura, Cristobal, Bertha. We were just running through these. There's been so much active. And like I was saying, November 30th is the last day of the hurricane season. And this one's just been so active that I think there's just going to be more. Not as much, definitely, but still, don't expect that just because it's December 1st, that there's no hurricanes in the tropics. Definitely be less because the water temperatures need to be warm for them to form. That's just how it works. But yeah, we could see like that. Again, yeah, we need warm water temperatures, which we've been seeing a lot of that. And yeah, and Zeta actually has a pretty good amount of convection in the storm, so kind of getting, and organization, so pretty strong. Let's go ahead and take a look. So yeah, if you have any other questions, comment that down below in the live chat. Yeah, so wildfires. There's no red flag warnings right now. That's a good thing. Again, we have winter weather, Hurricane Zeta going on right now, and I will answer your questions in the comments if you comment a weather question. Yeah, again, my school's closed today because of widespread power outages. Now, again, let me tell this story again. I still have power. We just had a flickering. We have some friends that lost power, but their friend gave them a generator. But again, there is some places in our town that still do not have power right now. But luckily, we do have power. We've been having some flickering in the power outages, but we still have power, luckily. But hopefully they get that cleaned up. Trees have fallen, but yeah, widespread power outages possible, and they're happening right now. Let's go ahead and actually look at the power outage map for my area, if this will work. Hang on. Yeah, so Oklahoma has 355,000 power outages, and it's like one state that has like red amount of power outages on poweroutage.us. It's the website. It's Oklahoma. They're in the red. So yeah, it's just because of the winter storm. Again, I see we have a bit of people watching, so comment down below. I'll be right back. Comment if you have any other questions. So once again, we are going to give you a rundown on the weather. If any other questions, we're going to comment that in the comment section. Again, winter weather, tropics, and we've been currently going for 15 minutes. So, yeah, I haven't been getting any comments recently, so I guess you guys know what's going on. Pretty obvious, I've been saying it a lot. But yeah, the current is Wednesday the 28th. That's the current date. Again, Zeta is expected to make landfall today around 3:30 at the state of Louisiana, and around, what was it, 6 o'clock Central Time at night for the city of New Orleans, which, again, they have flooding. Let me explain why we get flooding and why we just, big cities flood usually. So the reason is because New Orleans is a low city. They have they're just a dip down. So, and that's not just New Orleans at all. Big cities do not have a lot of grass to soak in the rainfall for flooding. And so where all that water goes, it gets stopped up in the drains, and all the drains in the city get too full, and it can't hold all the water. So that's what flooding in major cities. What about California and fires? Well, they're actually good news. Calm down. Let me go to the National Weather Service local forecast, but I don't see, there's only air quality alerts. I think that is from the fires, but there is no elevated fire weather conditions, but it's not a super high. Just a little bit elevated. If you see a wildfire, remove yourself from danger and call 911. Don't go near wildfires, definitely, as they spread quickly. You want to know how quickly they spread? Wildfires spread very quickly and change direction. So the elevated fire risk right now in California is Yosemite Valley, Shaver Lake, Grand Grove, Lodge Pole, I think, Mount Whitney, Three Rivers, California Hot Springs, Lake Isabella. Tallahatchie, I think is how I pronounce it, is under the elevated. The Grapevine, all those areas are under elevated. Now, places like Fresno, Mendota, 5 Points are not that area. Hanford, a little bit west of that, west of that is not in the elevated fire risk, so you guys are okay. Warming trend, yes, you guys have a warming trend. But good thing is Sacramento area, you guys have been getting some wildfires. I think you guys have, but you guys are on a break. Really, that's calmed down for now. Now that's probably going to change in the future. But yeah, that's the current wildfires. I'll be right back. Comment anything you have questions on. I'll give you a second. So once again, another rundown on the weather. Or any of your weather questions. Might copy a link. Don't know why, but I can. So actually, yeah, this is a good idea. I'm going to copy the National Weather Service's website link so you guys can see the weather for yourself. Again, and yeah, I'll post a link in the comments. But again, comment any other questions. the live thing's actually working. So not a way to copy this website. Hang on. Again, if you're just joining, welcome to the stream. Again, people are probably live weather talk is my thumbnail. If you think about it, it's not that bad that I don't have screen recorder. It's just basically like the radio. So yeah, I still give information, and better than the radio because you can comment any questions that you have. Let's see. National Weather Service. Trying to get their link. Hang on. Okay, I got it. Oops, I didn't mean to put that in the comments so soon, but there you go. That's their current weather website. So if you want to visually see what I'm talking about, you can there. But it would just basically show you a map of all the alerts. But again, Zeta, making impacts, winter weather going on, schools closed because of power outages today, and our county, we might get a flood alert. Yeah, there's lots of flooding going on. Again, look at Georgia. Georgia's kind of, northern Georgia's in it. Is that Atlanta? I think that's Atlanta in one of these flood alerts. Let me get more details here. Yeah, that's the rainfall. Okay. Yeah, Atlanta's under a Atlanta's under a tropical storm warning. That is further than I expected, okay? So, wow. Okay. Athens is under a flash flood watch. But yeah. So if you live in the Atlanta area, you guys are under a flash flood watch and a tropical storm watch. So, the rain is starting to come down outside again for us. Pretty heavy rain. But yeah, that's the current rundown on weather. So now, why don't we take it back in time and look at history of what? You guys comment down below. Any weather. So again, if you just joined, we're talking about weather, current weather conditions. Hurricane Zeta is moving inland towards the United States. Expects to make landfall on Louisiana today. Again, winter weather is continuing in the central southern U.S., Oklahoma, Texas Panhandle, Kansas, all under that. California wildfires, next weather story. They are calming down for today. Again, there is an elevated fire risk, but it's lower than normal. So yeah, any weather questions, comment that in the live chat right now, and I should be able to answer them and give you a rundown on the weather. So again, we can do history of weather. We did all the hurricane names we did in the past a little bit earlier. But yeah. Let me actually go to my channel real quick. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Yeah, I'm sorry you guys have to stare at a no camera and an OBS symbol because I cannot I'm telling you, I can get to work, but it's going to be really laggy. It's going to freeze. It's just not going to work. Okay, so again, comment below if you have any other questions. So yeah, that was your rundown on weather. We have heavy rain going down right now in parts of Oklahoma. Heavy rain also expected in parts of Georgia, Alabama, and ahead of Zeta, hurricane expected to go in parts of Louisiana, like I explained earlier. Again, it's 10:25 a.m. Central, 11:25 Eastern. 8:25 Pacific, and 9:25 in Mountain. So there's your current times. In Alaska right now, it is 7:25 in the morning. In Hawaii, it's actually 5:25. Speaking of time, change your clocks this weekend. We are having a time change back 1 hour, so you guys get an extra hour of sleep. But don't forget to change your clocks, because then you'll be off an hour in the morning, and you'll think, "Ooh, that was an extra hour of sleep," or something like that. So don't forget to change your clocks. That is Halloween night. So after you trick or treat, you get an extra hour of sleep. But I have an atomic clock right here, so it changes automatically. So, but yeah. Any other questions? We're going to comment that in the comment section. But yeah, time change. And I believe the sunsets will get earlier, but they've just started to get earlier. But yeah, that's current right now. Why don't we get the latest update on Zeta? I think they posted a new update. Yeah, they posted a new update. Okay, latest update on Zeta. As of 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time, Wednesday, October 28th, maximum sustained winds was 80 knots, 90 miles per hour. That's the same as earlier. Minimum central pressure is 976 millibars. And it moved a bit. 26.9 west. It was 26.0 west earlier. North, 26.9 north. 91.7 west. That's your coordinates right there. Current latitude and longitude numbers. Movement was north at 60 knots, 18 miles per hour. That went up 1 mile per hour from earlier. It was 17. So yeah, that's the good thing about live streaming. I give you up-to-date information. That was my last video I made about that. That information didn't change. But I get to give you up-to-date information live when I do live streams. Again, I cannot get my screen recorder to work, but I get to talk to you. And it's better than just the radio, because you get to comment and ask me questions. So yeah. But again, that's the latest update on Zeta. And why don't I get a latest update on anything else going on right now? Yeah, so that's what's going on. Don't forget to leave likes on the stream so we can get this out to more people and know the latest weather information. So that's what's the biggest weather information. So why don't we get more local? So you guys can give me a location I can talk about, or I can just talk about random locations just to give you random information. So again, rain is really coming down from my area. We're just having some morning showers after we did have freezing last night, which is good. It's kind of weighing down some of the trees. The ice haven't melted, but I'm telling you, most of the ice have probably melted. Again, probably still some ice, but I see my trees completely melted. Again, cleaning up from the mess. I should make another video today. It's going to be recording a video of my house outside and some of the tree branches that have fallen, because we're cleaning up the aftermath. But after it stops raining, if it even does, I will give you that update, because it's raining really hard. I mean, I could use my umbrella, but yeah. But yeah, I might give you an update on like the damage. I mean, I thought they were like overreacting on Monday because there was like not bad ice storm on Monday, but then Tuesday comes and Tuesday messes everything up, because we got lots of ice falling down trees. Like a Tuesday just blows everything up. But yeah. So why don't we go ahead and get more information from their local area here, as Zeta will come in. I may live stream on Zeta, but that is expected to make landfall in the next few hours. So I don't really want to make 2 streams today, and I don't want to stay on a stream for a bunch of hours. So I don't know. But okay, so latest information from their local area. Okay, wind threats. Again, New Orleans is in the red. Potential to 74 to 110 mile per hour winds. Storm surge warnings issued for that area. Heavy rain, 3 to 4 inches of rain for there. Tornado threat. Tornado threat is okay. It's pretty low. But definitely do expect at least 1 tornado warning. I don't see a hurricane without tornado warning usually. or at least rotation. But yeah, hurricane preparedness checklist, evacuation plan, medications and medical supplies, 2 week supply, cash, flashlight, batteries, phone and portable chargers, important documents like your birth certificates, insurance cards, etc., battery-powered weather radio, phone lists, doctors, insurance, electric, gas, and water companies, etc., family, friends, neighbors. Keep your vehicle full with gas because the gas station may lose power. They may not give gas. It's just what happens during a hurricane. So get gas because you may not be able to get it after a while. And again, get your emergency kit, non-electric can opener, cooler, first aid, etc., sleeping bags, everything else you might need. Again, if you just joined, comment down below any weather questions. Let's give a rundown on the weather again. Again, tropical weather. Zeta's making landfall today. Again, central U.S. freezing. We had a freeze ice storm warning. Trees have fallen down. Power outages. That's why our school's closed today, because widespread power outages in our area. Luckily, we still have power. We had flickering yesterday, but the power did not completely go off. But there's some people that's sitting with no power right now. But that's not good. Hopefully that clears up and they can get the power back on. Wildfires. Now we switch to wildfires. Definitely way better today. Not as much wildfires. No red flag warnings issued for California at the moment. But still we have an elevated fire risk, but it's pretty low. And again, back to Zeta, it has a lot of convection with Zeta, so that means it's really strong, organized. Expect to make landfall on Louisiana around 3:30 p.m. today. And the actual part of New Orleans, bringing lots of flooding, and it's going straight towards New Orleans. That's going to be around 6 p.m. Central Time today. So there's your rundown on weather. If you want specific weather for your area, don't forget to comment that down below, and I will give you information. And I just gave the current updates on Zeta. So again, maximum sustained winds is 90 miles per hour. And it's getting closer. I just moved up towards closer to Louisiana. And let's check on power outages. Let's see the exact number. Oklahoma power outages 350,000. The other red state, because we're in the red right now with power outages. Actually, I do see that just now North Carolina has some power outages. I don't know the reason for that. They don't have any. I think they may be having storms. But other than that, Oklahoma's the only state in the red amount of power outages. California's in yellow. Texas in yellow because they're getting some of the ice storm. And let's see North Carolina. Why are they getting power outages? Let's see. There might be storms. Actually, it's only one county. One county has a lot of power outages. Chatham County and Stanley County. County out. 12,000 people out in that county. That's weird. Let me see if there's any storms going on. But while I'm doing that, again, that's power outages. Let's get you up to date with anything else that's going on. Let's just get you up to date with the current weather, live weather condition. I'm going to look at my radar here. Again, we have lots of storms rolling through my area right now. Let's go to North Carolina. Let's see if there's any storms there. Maybe that's the reason the power's going out. Let's see. I mean, this says it's in Chatham County. So, that is in Central. So, we go to Central, and there is some rain going on. I'm not sure if there's lightning. If someone lives there, please comment that below. Maybe probably pretty rare that someone lives there. But, like, someone just randomly came in a stream that lives in North Carolina. But that may be the reason, but they don't seem that strong. So I'm going to look at the intensity on these. Not just that, just to give you an update on the storms. They don't have they're not that strong storms. Maybe I have some lightning strikes. Maybe the lightning struck a power line, but I think it's just an outage. That just happens sometimes. The storms don't seem that strong enough. But yeah, that is current of that. Let's change the subject here. Talk about the hurricane again, making landfall on Louisiana. And yeah. So Georgia, Atlanta's actually in a tropical storm warning and a flash flood alert, flash flood advisory. So yeah. But basically, that's all that's going on right now. Let's see how long we've been on the stream. I'm gonna actually look at the live satellite to see if I can stay on stream long enough for the hurricane. I can stream the hurricane, but they have to go to tropicaltidbits.com and look at the infrared satellite. So satellite imagery. Hurricane Zeta. Zeta. I compared Delta and Zeta together and said Zelta. No, that's not it. But Hurricane Zeta, that's what I meant. Let's get an update on that. Her infrared satellite live. We've been streaming for 35 minutes. Again, just expect this in my live streams. Like, it's kind of like radio, but you can comment, so it's a little bit better. Okay. It's far away. It's still far away from the coast. But it's getting closer. Let me go to the Weather Channel. Hang on. Let me see if they have the exact timing on this. Again, like I said, it was about 3:30. But that might have changed. That was like this morning. It's 10:36, and that was like 7 something. And if there's any late night storms, I'm the one because I stay up late, and that's a problem. Like, why the exact opposite of what I need? Because when I wake up in the morning, it's like really early, and I'm super tired. But then when it's time for me to go to bed, I am not tired at all. So that's the complete opposite of what I need, right? Okay. Anyway, back to weather. Let's get maybe any exact timing. Let me mute the site because oops. So, trying to get it here. So while I'm waiting, let's get the rundown on weather again. Winter weather. Actually, still pretty cold outside. Raining for me. Yes, hundreds of thousands. This is a top story here. Hundreds of thousands still in the dark after icy winter storm slams Oklahoma an hour ago. Less than an hour ago. And next top story, Hurricane Zeta evacuations in Louisiana. So yeah, this ice storm is really big in the weather news. So let's see. Yeah, Orleans Parish. That's a populated area, so they are under the path of this, so they need to be prepared. Again, that's one of the reasons I'm live streaming right now, to get up-to-date information to everyone out. Is there any possible way you could change the name of your live stream? I don't think so. Edit. I just kind of want to change it just so people know what I'm talking about. But it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, yeah, don't do that. But yeah, that's about timing. That's gonna be a few hours till it makes landfall, definitely, because it's still pretty far away. Yeah, I can. So, talking about Zeta and Ice Storm. Chat interaction. There we go. You can change the title of your live stream while you're streaming. But again, yeah, this hurricane looks like it's really far from the coast. Again, that has a pretty big distance. It's really close, don't get me wrong, compared to what it could be, but it's miles away from coast. Again, a few hours. It's not going to be like next hour or a few minutes or something. It's a few hours, but it's today. Expect to make landfall. But yeah, that's your latest information on that. Why don't we get more updates on the weather besides just repeating the same thing? Because I've repeated, I think people know what's going on. Oops. But yeah. Again, any questions about weather, I'll answer them. Don't forget to subscribe too. And yeah, let's get an update on power outages. I don't think they would update that soon. Customers out 350,000 Oklahoma, 49,000 in Texas, California. This would be because of the wildfires. Most likely 18,000 people. Sorry, that'd be much bigger than I said. In North Carolina, and having a weird reason, 14,000. I think it's just because an outage. I looked if it was because of storms, but the storms are pretty weak to maybe even producing lightning, just a few lightning. I mean, I'm thinking maybe it could have struck a power line, but I don't. It just seems pretty rare to me when there's that week of storms. And that would be 14,000. And customers does not mean individual people. That's houses, buildings, businesses, buildings. Like one house would be one customer. No matter if I had 50 people in the house, one house would be one customer. So 14,000 buildings, houses. That's not people. That's the amount of places that are out. So yeah, that's suspicious that it's 14,000 people. But anyway, yeah, Oklahoma is the only state that's in the red. That means 100,000 plus outages. Now that we've got that covered, I think I've given you all the latest information. Not that many people are actually joining, so. I should have done this during the Alaska earthquake because this would be great. But yeah, any other questions? I'm trying to talk, so I don't want to just be silent. What about New York? New York, it's going to see pretty clear conditions. In what area? New York City? I'll give you an update on New York City. And New York doesn't have any weather information. I mean, not any weather information. Just not any weather, bad weather conditions. And I'm trying to get to the local forecast office. There's a lot of small weather forecast offices around here. Okay. Yeah, New York. This town, the city of New York. Let me see. New York. Okay. Yeah, New York. There's no current weather alerts. No, just I see sprinkles of rainfall on the radar, but I think that's nothing really. So you guys are pretty clear. Let's get the current temperatures of it. 53 degrees with light rain and fog mist. So yeah, just small, slight rain with it. Today's high is 63 for New York. The low is 53. The high tomorrow is 55 with a drop in temperatures, and then a low of 44. 49 Saturday, 58 Sunday. With a 80% to 50% later in the day chance on Friday. Today, 30% chance of showers. Thursday, 90% chance of rain. And tonight, 20% in New York. Thursday night, which is 2 days away, 90% chance of rain. So, again, click on the link that I put in the chat to get the current information. But yeah, again, back to the ice storm. We've had lots of ice storm stuff. Trees been falling. I was wondering why I heard so much noises one morning, and finally looked out my window, and the moment I looked at my window, I saw the noise happen, and I saw a tree fall onto the ground, parts of branches, and then I knew what that noise was, and that was just a big moment. I just saw that happen, like, wow, like I just looked and a huge part of a tree just fell on the ground, so that was crazy. We've been streaming for 45 minutes so far. So again, any other questions, comment down below. Zeta is gonna be few hours away, so I'm probably not gonna live stream Zeta's landfall. Few hours away, still not making landfall yet. Again, 10:45 a.m. Central. But yeah, that's about all the weather stories right now. I think I went over everything. So I went over everything in the live stream right now. But yeah, why don't we go over the national weather forecast? Like the national everywhere in the US. So temperatures drop. Like there's just a big drop surrounding everything here in Oklahoma and parts of the Texas Panhandle because of the ice storm. And just a big low pressure system. That's actually the low pressure system is bringing rainfall right now for Oklahoma. So yeah, that's why we're getting rainfall. And the low pressure system is bringing really cold temperatures too. And again, the low pressure system that's in Oklahoma right now is expected to move east and go towards parts of the New York area and Washington, D.C. area and North Carolina, that eastern parts of the area, and bring some rain. Now, on the way, there's not really any mountains and anything, so it could bring some snow to some, I don't think any snow, but some ice to some areas, but usually it's just going to bring lots of rain as it moves east, so like Indiana, Tennessee, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, all going to see. I don't know if I can copy. Let me try and copy this image and share with you what I mean. No, you cannot copy and paste pictures into a chat. But yeah, 48 minutes of live streaming. Sky cover. This is something that I've never really covered before. Sky cover, which is clouds. We're seeing really cloudy temperatures here, actually. This is just a big grayness and clouds here in parts of, stretching from Oklahoma to the eastern U.S., but then we go in the western mountains, that area, we're seeing blue skies. But the reason is because we're getting rainfall right now. Florida is in the eastern part, and extreme eastern North Carolina is not going to get so much gray skies. But that is not the main weather story. If you're just joining me now, we're talking about hurricanes. Hurricane Zeta is going to make landfall around 3 o'clock this afternoon and 6 o'clock in New Orleans Central Time. And then we have ice storms, which my area, we had widespread power outages. That's why our school is closed today. We have tree branches falling, lots of things to clean up in our yard. Luckily, our yard is not as bad, and our tree damage is not as bad either. We had a big branch that fell, but luckily it's not as bad as damage as some other people had as this ice storm continued. But yeah, again, so we go ahead and take a look here. Chance of precipitation goes up way up because of this Hurricane Zeta coming in. But yeah. And then that is your current information. Let's go to the homepage here. So during my live stream, I'll try and give you up-to-date information about the weather. So again, comment any questions if you have about weather in the comments. That will really help me out of knowing what you guys want to hear. That way I can give you information that you want to know about and information that's important to you. So if you comment down below any other questions in the comments, I know what you want to hear, and so I can give you information that's important to you. But yeah, again, hurricane, winter storm, wildfires are actually calming down in California, thankfully. But yeah, again, we have a big low pressure system right now in Oklahoma, going to go more east and make rainfall as it goes more east. And we're going to get, so we have the low pressure system in Oklahoma right now is bringing really cold temperatures. Okay, it's bringing cold temperatures, rain. We're getting rain right now from it, and it's going to be more east. Now, when it moves more east, it's not going to really bring ice because it's just not the kind of area that gets ice. It's just not going to bring as much ice as it is now. it's kind of going to weaken, but now it's not going to be longer. It collides with another low pressure system. And again, low pressure is a kind of pressure system that brings storms and rain and that kind of things. High pressure is going to bring sunshine, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that is different. But again, it's going to collide with another low pressure system, bring icky and gooey weather for parts of New York and Washington. But yeah, I just looked here. We have a lot of high pressure systems, which in a lot of areas, because there is like absolutely nothing messing it up here in the mountains part of the United States. I don't see one weather alert. I do see weather alerts for parts of California and I just see for parts of Montana, Idaho, and Washington, but Utah, Arizona, Nevada, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, all have absolutely no weather alerts going on right now. So they're peaceful, they're calm. So yeah, that's what's going on. Let's check up again on the power outages. Because yeah, North Carolina has oddly more power outages. New Jersey actually have a rise in power outages. They have 263 power outages. Customers tracked. Okay, so maybe a total of 9,000 power outages in New Jersey. Maybe. North Carolina's 14,000 customers out. Oklahoma's the red. They have the most power outages, but that's just a quick update on that. So yeah, that's what's going on. Again, I might end the stream soon. Just want like maybe a test stream going on. So yeah, it's cool that I can stream, but it's just kind of like radio. Think of that. I can't use my webcam because it's extremely laggy. If I didn't tell you, but it's just like radio, but even better because you can comment, ask me questions, so I can give you weather information. Yeah. So why don't we get another rundown on the weather? So quick rundown, just everything that's going on. Hurricane Zeta going to make big impacts on the United States. We have winter storm and ice storm going for Oklahoma, and we have wildfires calming down in the west, so that's good. Just a quick rundown. Again, if you're just waking up, just watching, again, some time zones are different, because in California it's 8:54 a.m. right now, and in New York City it's 11:54. 10:54 for my area. But yeah, that's what's going on. Again, Alaska at 7:54 after they had a major earthquake. That video went so much viral. Thank you guys so much for watching that. Let me see. Look at that. That is crazy. 217 views. That is crazy. Thank you guys so much for that. I will try to give more earthquake coverage because you guys like that. Not just that. I like earthquake coverage. I like any weather because that's my passion. I'm interested in any weather, so I can do anything you guys like of weather. Just my personal favorite is severe weather. I have a big passion for severe weather. I like severe weather. And winter weather. Winter weather and severe weather are my favorite. I'm most interested, but I don't want to say most interested. I like every weather. I know about lots of weather. I know the variety of weather. So ask me questions about any type of weather. Don't just don't think that I like one type of weather most, because I can answer any questions about any weather, talk about any weather. I'll make like wildfires, tropics, severe weather, winter weather, anything. Flooding, yeah. Yeah, freezing rain, by the way, just a winter weather tip. Freezing rain is rain that falls and it's normal rain and then it hits the ground and freezes. Sleet is kind of like small hail. Not hail though, but kind of hail. It's small bits of ice, kinda, that hits the ground. It's not snow, it's kind of like frozen snow. But then it's like it hits the ground and turns to ice. But freezing rain just rain and then it hits the ground and turns to ice. So it's not that much. Not that big of a difference, but there is definitely a difference because there. In certain ways, there's a big difference. In some ways, it's not a big difference. The difference between freezing rain and sleet. And again, both of those cannot happen unless it's 32.0 or below. So yeah, we're about to be streaming for 1 hour, guys. And I might start wrapping up the stream because there's not. I talked about all the weather conditions. Again, I'm probably gonna live stream more often now. Just have a chat live stream. Now, what I would want to do, I kind of want to be like daily live streams of daily like weather information, like live. But I have things that get in the way. School, like that's not my main thing. Like I don't have time for that. But definitely I can do this on weekends, so it's kind of be unscheduled. But do expect videos to come out. Definitely a lot. Again. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm gonna be probably streaming for just 3 more minutes and then I'll end. So get your other questions in and I should answer them. But yeah, that's what's going on. But yeah, that's what's going on in the weather right now. So yeah. Let's get out there power outages just right before we end the stream here. Power outage update. Oklahoma still has the highest amount, 347,000 people without power in Oklahoma because of the ice storm. 48,000 people, 18,000 in California, 14,000 in Texas, 19,000. This is weird. North Carolina is getting a random surge in power outages here. I tried to look at those storms. Let me give an update on the storms. One county, like I see a county that has 0 power outages, 3 power outages. They're 188. They're all close to this county too. 56, 16, 0, and then we go into this county. It's 18,372, which is Chatham County in North Carolina. So it's a random surge. Like what are the storms? Is there any storms there? Let me go just give a quick update on the storms in North Carolina. So, when to expect me to stream more? Because we're about to end the stream here. When would you expect me to stream? During severe weather, definitely. If there's any severe weather, if I'm not in school, again, I give nationwide coverage. So, my school is not going to be out unless it's local. So, I may not be able to cover during the day severe weather, but most severe weather occurs during the night, and that's because instability levels are high. Instability gives energy for storms to form. Heat, daytime heating, sun goes down, and it had all to get energy for storms. And moisture. Moisture is a big part. Yeah. And I've actually had a situation where I had modest clouds with an anvil top storm. So that's a really strong storm. If you see modest clouds, by the way, that is a really strong storm. Either headed or just happened at your area. We've hit 1 hour of a live stream. So I'm about to wrap it up here, but there is some storms. Let me just check the surrounding area there, because, yeah, they've got storms around the surrounding area, too. Mostly in Tennessee here. But here in North Carolina, there's just some storms, but don't know why there's a random surge in power outages, because it's just kind of just like every other state. But I'm just assuming it's just a technical issue, so if you're watching this online with no power in North Carolina, hello. But yeah. If you're watching this online, go ahead and turn me off and save your battery. But yeah. I'm going to head and end the stream here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks so much for the support. Again, kind of a test stream, but I'll give you more streams like this when I can. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Stay safe, stay weather aware. Any weather questions, don't forget to comment that in my other videos. And if you can comment that in some of my later streams. Again, run down on the weather before I end the stream. Hurricane Zeta is going to make impacts on the Gulf Coast, Louisiana, around 3:30 p.m. Central Time. Hits the state of Louisiana and hitting New Orleans around 6 p.m. So, yeah. Goodbye. I'll see you guys in the next video. And wildfires are calming down in the parts of California. So, goodbye. See you guys in the next stream / next video, probably next video. Adios. I will see you guys in the next video. Next stream. So again, I will stream if there's severe weather, winter weather, or if I just want to give you a chat like I did in today's video about the weather. Again, I only expected this stream to be like 20 minutes, and it ended up being an hour and 2 minutes right now. But I guess I'll get to you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll give you an update on the ice storm later today. Don't forget, if you're on a computer, check my discussion tab. So I'll give you updates on that. If you're on a computer, go to my discussion tab. And then you'll get latest weather information that I can post, and you can comment on those too. So they're kind of like they're kind of like YouTube posts, but they're like different. Like you have to go on the page. They're not going to be in your recommendations. But I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, stay weather aware, and I'll see you next stream or video. Bye!